What's up, people? Welcome back to Cricfootz. Me and Sai Krishna are finally back. Apologies for the delay for us coming live and posting the video or the content. It's basically I was traveling and was really busy with other things. You know what's happening in the world, and there has been many complications while traveling this time. So all in all, it was good. It was all safe, and I'm back in India. We are finally in this on the same screen and. So yeah, without further ado, I think we'll start off today's video. So we'll be discussing the last two game weeks. I think it was game week 13 and 14 of the English Premier League. There has been a lot of things happening. This is the Christmas break in the UK and all over the world. So there's a lot of football happening. There are games even tomorrow in the weekend. So yeah, so let's discuss. So what we have planned is that we'll discuss the top six teams, what they are being doing, what are they trying to do, what have been their results in the last two game weeks, and then we'll analyze uh, what's gonna come ahead for them in the next few game weeks. So to start off, Sai, first of all, how are you doing in this Christmas season?
Doing great. Great to have you finally here. And I think the best time to have you around when Arsenal is not doing great. I've been watching football with you for almost a decade now, and
Absolutely.
I'm more happy when Arsenal has a defeat than United winning a game. So it's absolutely great to have you here. But let's start with game week 13. I think
Yeah,
a tremendous result for both the clubs if you consider Wolverhampton Wanderers beating Chelsea 2-1.
absolutely. Tough game. Any club which plays Wolverhampton Wanderers is always tough, but can always nick a result. I think Wolverhampton is one of those teams which is very inconsistent, but it has a strong base. So anytime you play against them, me being an Arsenal fan, I'm always scared about playing against them. But yeah, Chelsea looked fine against them, but they got a good goal with Giroud again, their star performer all the time, getting them goals. Yeah, but two brilliant goals from Wolverhampton. I mean, what a comeback! I think it was a great game of football, and it shows if you don't give up, you can actually win even against the top six clubs.
Absolutely. I think Podence has been one of those surprise players who we didn't think would have been in the
Yeah,
starting 11, but post the Raul Jimenez injury, he has been playing pretty well. And I feel both the goals were tremendous, especially the winner from Pedro Neto in the dying moments of the game. A fantastic bottom corner finish against inform Mendy was a terrific goal. And what a victory for Wolves.
absolutely. I think this game actually gives us an impression about Wolverhampton that you cannot count them out. The second goal came in the 96th minute, so uh, even at that stage of the game, it shows how energetic and how fit these players are. Most of them are from Portugal, and Nuno Espirito Santos has got a good bunch of players who he can rely on. And yes, as you pointed out very correctly, that Raul Jimenez, who has been the star striker, has been missing. Hope he gets well soon because that was a horrific injury. But great win, and again, Frank Lampard was under scrutiny after this game. So yeah, but Chelsea came back well in the next game week. If we see a commanding win over West Ham United, West Ham who have been pretty good this season. I think they've been really surprising. I did not expect them to play so well, but they have bought a couple of Czech Republic players like Soucek and Kofal in the right back position. I think West Ham has been pretty decent this season, but I think Chelsea just rolled them over. What did you think about that 3-0 victory?
Absolutely. If you consider even Mikel Antonio, their start striker,
Yeah.
it has been sidelined for some time now. But then they're finding their goal shoes. So yes, I think more or less West Ham have been playing well. They are edging past the top four spot, but Chelsea dominated this game completely. A goal from Thiago Silva and a brace from Tammy Abraham. I think a fantastic comeback for them, considering they have a tough opponent by name called Arsenal in the coming week, but not in form. So it will be very interesting game to see what's coming up for them.
Absolutely. So as you have brought the topic in, so let's bring in my club. I hope it's visible on the screen. So Arsenal, yeah, trouble. I think I have never seen my club uh, so down. And I mean, everyone. I think now everyone has sympathies with us. It's no longer trolling and ranting. We are in the 15th position, and that's for a reason. We have been playing terribly. I think the last game against Everton was pretty good, but yes, when nothing works for you, yeah. So that's what happening with Mikel Arteta. I think he's trying everything. He's putting players in position which we as Arsenal fans want, but somewhere injuries to Thomas Partey, red cards here and there, is just not working. The Ozil situation. Everyone wants creativity in the midfield. Danny Ceballos is just not the answer. He's a good player. He's a talented player, but he's just not able to pull the strings for the Gunners. So yeah, talking about the results, I think they played two matches, and yeah,
The draw against Southampton was
yeah,
lucky, I would say. But how does it feel when your ex-gunner Theo Walcott comes in, scores, and celebrates as well? I think this has been happening with Gunners for a long time. Let it be
yeah,
Adebayor, let it be Robin van Persie, and stuff like that. So it's always fun when ex-Arsenal players score against them and celebrate.
yeah. I think it was a good goal. It was a good finish. Walcott has always been a good servant for us. I think he has been with us for 10 years, and then he left. But overall, a good performance from him. I think it is a good signing there by Southampton, bringing in an experienced player on the right wing, and him bringing all his experiences, playing well. I think he missed a chance too. I think he should have scored two against us rather than one. Still is finding his shooting boots, but a great goal from him. But I was really happy seeing Aubameyang finally score.
Yeah, that was a great goal.
I think that was a beautiful finish. People will see who is the goal scorer. Yeah, it is good for his confidence, but it was all about Bukayo Saka's tremendous run, beating three defenders there, giving the ball to Nketiah. That was a fine flick from him and beautiful finish. So that's what Arsenal can do. It's just that it's not happening on a regular basis. Southampton's draw. I think Southampton were the favorites going into this game, looking at Arsenal's form, and um, yeah, it was a gritty performance from Arsenal. I was happy with the point. I thought we will kick on from there, but yeah, we were back to square one, and we lost against Everton. Having said that, as we both agreed after the game, we were talking about it on WhatsApp that Arsenal did play well, but something is just not working for Mikel Arteta. Playing against his old club, he has his emotional connect there. But yeah, if you see the second goal, if he considers the second goal as the winning goal, how can Pepe mark Yari Mina? I think that was a strange decision. I don't know who implemented that, who tried to do that, but a failure. I think these are the things when you see you should point out on the manager.
Absolutely, yes.
So what did you think about Arsenal defensive error there?
I think we all know how dangerous Mina is
Yeah,
when it
we
comes
saw
to
it in the
set
World Cup.
piece. Yes, and you see a player of Pepe's size is marking a player of Mina's size only when he's trying to stop his run. Either you stop his run and block him, and if at all he gets into the leap and tries to head, you can never stop someone of Mina's height.
Yeah.
So it was a defensive mistake, of course. Yes,
And just before halftime,
just
that
before
was
halftime.
that
Yes,
was terrible. Was terrible gameplay. That was terrible. Man marking is one thing, but you also have to have strategies against these big men. Someone like David Lewis should have covered him. It's simple defending tactics which any manager should have. But we have seen this happening all over the years. These errors keep on happening. There's no communication between the team, and Arsenal is a club presently low on confidence. We all know that, but hopefully their game against Chelsea will be a turning point in this season, and in a derby, form goes out of the window. So I hope that tomorrow's game against Chelsea will be that match where Arsenal can bring their season back on track, and hopefully we win.
So what do you think if Arsenal lose this game? Is time running out for Mikel Arteta?
I think time has already run out for him because we cannot be we cannot be in a 15th position at the end of the year. Like you can be 15th and 14th or the bottom half of the table in the first 2 3 months. Everyone is coming back, and it has been a strange year with coronavirus hitting even the players, managers, etc. But it's December now, so you have to question Mikel Arteta. What is he trying to do with this team? Will the board back him to bring him a lot of players in January? I don't think so. Maybe a couple of them. I don't hear a lot of rumors, but yeah, things looking poor. But when you're down and out, matches like these can galvanize you. So I'm hoping that we come up with a result against Chelsea, push them out of the park, and
Yes.
get things going. Because Chelsea can be beaten.
Yes.
You have to just be at it. Wolverhampton showed us how to do that, and hopefully Arsenal can do it as well.
I think I would be supporting Arsenal tonight. As you see, the Chelsea's defeat is a win for me. So I think Arsenal should win this game. I hope, because it's high time they perform, or else they're going to have a new manager very soon.
Yeah, hopefully that would be a good one. So yeah. So moving on from Arsenal, let's talk about the jersey which you are wearing. I think it good time to be a
Oh,
Manchester United fan.
fantastic.
Yeah, I think you guys are playing really well. Everything is working for you. I think the scrutiny for Ole has suddenly vanished, disappeared. Nobody's talking about Ole out and all that stuff. So finally, things looking good for Ole, even though he is out of the Champions League. I think that was a big blow.
That was a
But
big blow.
talking about the league form, you guys are doing really well. What did you think about the Leeds game, especially? That was some old rivalry there.
Old rivalry, absolutely, against Viesla was a tough game. I didn't expect this to happen, but you see, a 6-2 victory against a team like Leeds shows everything about both the clubs. That is absolutely shambolic defense from both the clubs. And the goals Scott McTominay scored were pretty good, and I feel it was a typical striker's goal, both of them. One, you know, a bullet from outside the box and a very neat finish from his weaker foot. So that was shocking to see. But one man who has been doing it for United throughout the season has been Bruno Fernandes. The way he has been playing, number of goals he has been scoring and giving assist has been fantastic. I think he should have handed Scott McTominay the penalty to complete his hat trick, but then that didn't happen. I think it was a great victory for us against Leeds and a great booster for us because we have two very tough games coming up, Leicester and Wolves. And if we win these two games, we are right up there with a game in a hand with Liverpool, which is where we are eyeing right now. And Liverpool game is not far away for us.
Uh, yes, again, looking at Manchester United, I don't know why you guys don't compete for the title every season because you guys always have the team in there. Uh, but yeah, looking at both the matches which you guys played, the game against Sheffield was weird. I don't know
Very
what
weird.
was happening there. You guys went 2-0 down.
1-0 down, I
1
think.
0 down, yeah.
Dean Henderson gifted one for his former club.
Yes, yes. And oh, yeah, you went 1-0 down and then you scored three
Three
goals. Yeah,
and
so you came back pretty well.
yes.
Yeah, the scoreline at the end did flatter Sheffield United a bit, but uh, that's a bottom place club, you know. You cannot play like that how you did against them. That shows you have a shaky backline and a goalkeeping prospect there. But yeah, overall, looking at the two games, I think you just bombarded Leeds United. I think that was attacking from the front. I'm very surprised how Leeds United are playing this season. I think they have been really wobbly this season. To be really honest, I've told all my football fans or football friends out there that I've not seen Biesla that much. I don't know much about him, but looking at the documentaries and how Pep Guardiola and Pochettino's they speak about him, I've got a lot of respect from him, and I I feel that I would like to see a Leeds which is more competitive. But as the game weeks are going, I really feel that they are really not up for Premier League standards. the way they are gifting goals away, I think McTominay is not that great a player who can score 2 goals in 3 minutes. I think you can easily curb him. But yeah, I hope that they can come back strong, because I want Leeds to be in this league, because they bring a swagger about them. They have some nice players out there. They play attacking football. We all love to see that. It's not at least a Stoke City or a West Brom who try to defend 10 players behind the ball, etc. But yeah, if they get there, maybe a couple of players in the January window.
I think one good holding midfielder and a good
Yeah.
centre back would do that.
Yeah, I think all their defenders are also very attack minded. So they do not have players who think that they should defend the ball too. So yeah, 6-2 is a great scoreline. I think that is a real confidence booster for Manchester United. It was a great win. Bruno Fernandes again coming into the party. I think he has been a superb signing. All football fans are suddenly realizing how much he is worth for this Man United team. So
That was a bargain.
good times to be a United fan.
Absolutely, yes. Quickly moving on to the next game, Man City,
Yeah,
Manchester City.
another team. Oh yeah, they knocked out us.
Yes.
From the Capital Cup,
Yes.
Capital One Cup or Carabao Cup, whatever you can call it.
4-1.
Yeah, so let's not get into that. But yeah, strange result against West Brom. I think West Brom defended pretty well. Though Man City, I mean, they really missed a lot of chances in that game. They should have finished that game.
The first half.
Yeah, West Brom, I think, kept their nerve. Try. This is how you survive in leagues like these. You have to get these points, however they come, from the top six at least. It was a great point for West Brom. I think all the rival clubs were really happy with Manchester City losing points.
Very happy.
And I think they, again, a nervy win against Southampton. I think
Victory.
Yeah, I think Southampton have really become a challenging opponent.
Yes.
You cannot count them out. They are a strong team now. And I think Southampton's manager was very cool with the defeat. I think he thought, yeah, I think he thought that his team really put it out there. A couple of chances here and there with Redmond trying to score, but yeah, I think Manchester City was just a bit better on the day, and they survived. They survived, and 4 points out of 2 games, Southampton and West Brom. I think it was a disappointing 2 game weeks for them.
I think 6 points was the least they were expecting out of these 2 games, and 4 would be disappointing to them considering how the top 4 race is going on right now.
Really, this can really haunt them at the end of the season. Yeah.
Now let's focus on the champions. What a victory for Liverpool against a very difficult side of Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, I thought it would be a very tough game, and I actually thought Spurs would actually nick it. Because the way they are playing, the way Son, the Kanes, and the Lo Celsos, all these players are getting back into form. I thought that Liverpool and Tottenham would be the game to watch out for.
Correct.
But Klopp is Klopp, he always has his tactics. He says he can park the bus or the plane. He can always get through them. So yeah, Liverpool winning 2-0, 2-1 against them. Okay, yeah. So Son scoring. Yeah, it was good equalizer from him. Yeah,
very late goal again by Bobby Firmino. I think very important 3 points for Liverpool.
Absolutely.
Considering how United is just trailing them now with a game in a hand. Huge victory, but a very contrasting game in the weekend. A 7-0 victory against Crystal Palace.
Not that bad a side.
Which is not at all a bad side. Crystal Palace were the team which haunted us in the first game, and then a 7-0 victory against Crystal Palace. I don't know what to say about this team.
Exactly. Looking at Liverpool, obviously we fantastic victory against Tottenham, but I feel that Bobby Firmino has suddenly come into form.
Oh yes.
I think he's really looking the player which we all think he is.
I think the pressure of Diego Jota and also Minamino, threatening his position
Yes.
as number 9 has gotten his form back, and I think
Seriously, because he's suddenly become the player. He has always been a striker who defends well, who connects the play. He's playing with world class players on either half of the pitch and either sides of the flanks, etc. So Mane, Salah, Minamino, etc. So the goal against Tottenham was brilliant.
yes,
The winning goal
yes,
boosted his confidence, and even in this game, Klopp did not start off with Salah.
yes.
But it was such a free flowing game. Liverpool were doing all they could to attack and threaten from all sides. I think it was a great victory. 7-0 was too much. I think Crystal Palace should have put all their men behind and tried to salvage some pride, because you cannot lose 7-0, and that doesn't do any good for your confidence. But yeah, great win. Salah doing so much even after coming in just for 30 minutes. I think he scored 2 goals.
Mane was really upset with that.
Absolutely. I think, but he justified his coming on to the pitch, him replacing Mane, and 2 goals, giving a lot of FPL points. So that was a good positive for all Salah owners, and especially captaining him.
It was a screamer, man.
Exactly.
Curling in from the box. I think that is a typical Salah goal which we have been seeing for a long time right now.
Absolutely. I think that was a great win. Liverpool winning both their matches. This is how
Yes.
champion teams get along in the season. Any tough team, bring it on. They're always up for it. And many people saying Liverpool will retain their title.
No, no, no.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we see a new winner, but I think they really look a very strong team even now, even with so many injuries, etc.
You see, when the backbone of the team is almost out for the season, Virgil van Dijk, who has been the most consistent player for them, the leader, uh, doing everything right from defend. He scores from the set piece. He gives a fantastic long ball to either wings. When he is injured, and still you're able to manage victory, still you're getting into the knockout phase of the Champions League. That tells
itself
that itself shows the character of the team, the character of the manager, who I really love, Jurgen Klopp. What a manager! And
really believes in his team. All his players always has a good bond, and yeah, difficult to knock them out. I think I cannot say that they do not have the power of retaining the title, but hopefully a new winner this time.
be a new winner.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we win this time because it's been a long time since Sir Alex Ferguson we won this game. Let's move on to the final game: Leicester versus Tottenham. Again, a very important game. A 2-0 victory for Leicester. What has happened to Tottenham suddenly? Two back-to-back defeats.
And let's talk about Tottenham again, bottlers, as we all say. Leicester City, I think Tottenham should have really won that game, but I think Leicester defended well, and they took their chances.
Yeah.
You know, Jamie Vardy with the penalty for the first goal, and
Alderweireld's own goal.
Alderweireld's own goal. But talking about the first goal, what was Aurier trying to do? As in, the player there was not even a position to threaten him or score a goal, and he did something like that, even at the edge, at the bottom, at the edge of the box, and that was a poor. So yeah, Serge Aurier always has these mistakes. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player. He's a decent player coming from the Ivory Coast, I think. So decent player, but not really Tottenham quality, I would say.
Not surely not Jose Mourinho's quality.
Yeah. I think he'll be gone soon. Yeah, I think he was a Pochettino signing.
Yes.
Yeah, he came from PSG.
Yes.
So yeah, an unpredictable player. You don't know what's going in his mind. He can do anything. Sometimes he comes up with brilliant crosses for Kane and Sons and etc. But poor decision making leads to this. And I think the second goal I would really credit Jamie Vardy.
That was
I think he used him. Yeah, I think he really used Alderweireld there, and sometimes defenders are not in a position to defend the ball. I'm really scared whenever I defend on the football pitch, and when a cross comes in and all those balls come in with such short distance, very difficult. And Alderweireld will never score an own goal if he's not in a bad position. So I think
you can always deflect inside your own goal. So
yeah, I think it was a difficult position for him. Nobody can blame him. Top defender, but a really poor result for Tottenham.
Oh yes,
this will be a major concern for Mourinho, that his team can be vulnerable like that too, because they are challenging for the title this time. Tottenham's only goal this season is to win a trophy. That is what they have appointed Mourinho for, who has been a serial winner, won everywhere where he has gone. So yeah,
Especially in the second season as well. So yes,
yeah, yeah. I
hoping.
hope they win nothing, but
I hope.
it's all or nothing for them. I think.
As Jose Mourinho in the Tottenham's documentary All or Nothing also mentioned Alderweireld's vulnerability inside the
Yeah.
box. He also mentioned, "I'm not choosing Alderweireld because he's eligible to give a shit penalty with VAR." And exactly the same thing happened. So we all know Mourinho is one of the best when it comes to mind games and tactics, and he showed that he's not wrong with his thinking, his approach to the team and players. So yes, a great victory for Leicester and a good result for us as well. Tottenham's defeat is always good to see.
Absolutely. I think it's really concerning times for Tottenham, because back-to-back defeats when you're trying to chase a title is always difficult. Mourinho has had a good season till now, but these are the times when I would like to see how a team like Spurs come back, because losing to Liverpool, losing to Leicester City, very damaging for your confidence. And they play Wolves next.
Oh my God!
I think
Not a
that's again a really important game for them. I would not say it's an easy game.
not at
It's
all
a
easy
really
game.
difficult game. Mourinho, knowing all these Portuguese players, I think he would have a good idea. But yeah, uh, hopefully Wolves win that game. It
Yes,
will be
hopefully.
good, and I think it's a Monday night kickoff. So yeah,
Yes,
we will have to tune in for that. It's an interesting game.
absolutely. Yes. So I think we're done for this week. We have covered both the midweek and the weekend as well.
Absolutely, I think that was it, guys. That was almost all the top six teams or top six clubs, which where everyone quotes about. So we have covered them. Most teams are doing well. Liverpool, especially, winning both their games. I think they have been really dominant, and they play. Let me just check. They play West Brom next. So yeah, I think that would be another tough.
Expecting the
Yeah,
7-0 victory again.
I think that would be 10-0. I don't know. But again, a tough start for Sam Allardyce in his new campaign.
Yes.
A defeat against Aston Villa,
Mhm.
a humbling defeat there, and next playing Liverpool. It's a tough league. He knows that he has got into a very tough job managing a relegation threatened club. So yeah, talking about, let's quickly look at the table once and see what's happening there. So Liverpool, as we have covered, 2 wins puts them at the top of the league. Leicester City, let's keep an eye on them. 27 points. I think
United is facing Leicester now.
yeah, that will be a good game to watch. So do keep an eye on that. And apart from that, I think one other club which has suddenly blossomed now is Everton. I
Everton,
think we spoke about them against Arsenal. Good win against the Gunners, and they are slowly looking better than what we thought in the previous weeks. We have criticized them, but I think suddenly they are looking good. Their midfield is looking stronger. Ancelotti is trying few other techniques to get in. The defense is really looking strong now. Michael Keane and Yari Minas. So yeah, lots of things happening, guys. So yeah, and the bottom three clubs are still Fulham, West Brom, and Sheffield United. So I don't know what's happening there with Sheffield. West Brom are still looking to get used to Allardyce's new techniques, all that stuff. Fulham, I think, are doing slightly better,
But
slightly better.
inconsistent.
Yeah,
Yes.
inconsistent. But yeah, those are the three teams still going down as of now. But yeah, all eyes on what Arsenal is doing next, because it's an interesting time. Whenever a club is down, you always see what their actions are going to be next. They're playing Chelsea again, a huge game. Frank Lampard, after the West Ham win, will be confident about beating Arsenal, and obviously he has a better team on paper, right? So uh, not many are expecting Chelsea to lose that match, but as I said, it's a derby and anything
Yeah,
can happen.
absolutely.
So that's it for this game weeks.
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. The Boxing Day is coming up, the day where all the sporting action take place. Do enjoy, watch all the games, and we'll be covering all the Boxing Day matches as well very soon. Thank you for all the love and support. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and enjoy the sporting action.